Have you lost your mind? Quitting your $600,000 a year job on Wall Street to babysit homeless people? Father slammed his expensive fountain pen down on the mahogany desk with a shrill crash. Mother clutched her chest, gasping for breath, and pointed a finger at him, snarling. We spent hundreds of thousands to send you to a top university's finance program, not so you'd waste your life on something so worthless. The chandelier in the living room dazzled their eyes, and the air felt frozen solid. Jack clenched his fists, but his eyes showed no sign of backing down. His parents turned livid with rage, slammed the door, and stormed out. Little did they know, the seeds of this argument would rewrite everyone's lives 2 years later. Before moving on, if you believe kindness is worth fighting for, like, comment, share, subscribe to Life's Little Stories, and let us know your location. At 32, Jack had been a financial analyst at a prestigious New York investment bank, wearing a suit and tie, stepping in and out of skyscrapers every day. But 6 months earlier, he'd witnessed a former temp colleague, now unemployed, huddled, shivering at a subway entrance, homeless and freezing. In that moment, he'd made a sudden decision. Quit his glamorous job to do something truly meaningful, something with heart. This choice made him an outcast in his circle. Colleagues gossiped behind his back. Throwing away an elite life to wait on a bunch of bums? He's throwing his life away. Friends drifted away one by one. Jack's not one of us anymore. Even his girlfriend of 3 years broke up with him. I don't want to waste my time on someone with no future. His parents blocked his phone number and social media accounts, even sending him an email warning. Turn back now, or don't call us your parents. But Jack never wavered. He used his savings to rent a small warehouse, got up at 4 a.m. every day to bake bread, make sandwiches, pair them with hot coffee and fruit, then pushed a food cart through New York's streets and alleys. When he met homeless people with skills, some good at plumbing and electrical work, some carpenters, some former chefs, he'd carefully jot down their talents. He knew their barriers to employment weren't just a lack of a resume. Many had no proof of address or incomplete Social Security paperwork. So he took the initiative to connect them with community agencies for temporary address certificates, helped them renew their Social Security documents, paid out of pocket for resume templates to edit and submit, and even contacted local small businesses to recommend them. People told him to be realistic. You can't save these people. But Jack would always smile and hand them a warm meal. I've always believed in loving your neighbor as yourself. So many people fall into hard times because of one bad break. Give them a little chance, and it might change their whole life. Slowly, his food cart became a unique sight on New York streets. More and more homeless people found jobs because of him, and some even joined him in his charity work. 2 years later, Jack's parents fell victim to an overseas energy investment scam. The con artist, who claimed to be a senior Wall Street investor, lured them with the promise of a 30% annual return. He didn't just steal their entire life savings of $800,000. He also tricked them into mortgaging their suburban house for a $500,000 loan to put into the project. By the time the scam was exposed, the con artist had already fled with all the money. Bank collection notices poured in like snowflakes. The house was seized by the court, and the elderly couple went from comfortable middle class to homeless victims overnight. They begged all their old friends for help, but everyone who'd once curried favor with them now avoided them like the plague. They tried reporting the fraud to anti-scam authorities, but the con artist had transferred the money to overseas accounts. Recovery was impossible. Applying for welfare required a long review process, which did nothing to ease their urgent needs. Father drowned his sorrows in alcohol, sinking into despair. Mother suffered a heart attack from anxiety, unable to afford hospital bills, lying on a temporary bed in a community hospital, staring at the ceiling and crying silently. Just as the couple reached the end of their rope, drowning in despair, a food cart marked Warm Heart Mutual Aid pulled up outside the hospital. The door opened, and Jack stepped in, wearing a clean blue uniform, followed by an elegant middle-aged man in a suit. "Dad? Mom?" Jack hurried to the bedside, handing them a bowl of warm chicken soup. "I'm here to take you home." Mother froze, tears pouring out instantly. "Jack, we treated you so badly before." The middle-aged man beside her took her hand gently and said, "Uncle, Auntie, I'm Marcus. I was once homeless on the streets. Jack gave me my first warm meal and told me, God never gives up on anyone who's willing to work hard." It turned out Marcus had been a head chef at a restaurant before losing his job and becoming homeless. Jack's help had lifted him back up. Later, the two partnered to start a non-profit employment agency, connecting businesses with skilled homeless people. Today, the company covers multiple neighborhoods in New York. "I've paid off all your debts and redeemed the house." Jack pulled the house keys out of his bag and placed them on the bedside table. "Once Mom feels better, we'll go home." Father's eyes turned red, his voice trembling. "Son, we yelled at you, pressured you so much. Why are you still helping us?" Jack squeezed his father's hand, his eyes glistening but his tone firm. "I never blamed you. I just wanted to do what I thought was right," Marcus added. Jack's company now has over 200 employees, 80% of whom were once homeless or unemployed. He built a team and countless families with kindness and perseverance. That's what a true, strong person looks like. Finally, they understood. Their son, whom they'd called foolish, crazy, possessed the most precious quality of all. Fame fades, wealth disappears, but the power of kindness and empathy never goes out of style. If you also believe that those who help others will eventually help themselves, please leave a heart in the comments.